REED-BBS, BBS. He better book his next flight back to Australia. So saith Sam Goodman, who's vying to become Australia's first undisputed champion of the world, as he challenges my dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi, NAOYA Inoue, for the super bantamweight / junior featherweight championships, the undisputed title. Sam Goodman, he's ranked number one by not one, but two sanctioning bodies. The WBO and the IBF. Goodman 19-0, 8 KOs. He's fought as heavy as lightweight back in 2021, and he gets his shot. You know, anyway, I call him the lower weight lottery. He's the lottery ticket. This lottery hurts, though. And Goodman gets his chance. He gets his shot on Christmas Eve in Japan. Did some homework on Goodman. Watched a couple fights. TJ Doheny. Now, his mama named him Terrence John. I'm going to call him Terrence John. Terrence John Doheny. In that fight, Goodman was on his front foot primarily. He's orthodox. He was probing and feinting with his left hand. The left hand was clearly a table setter punch for the right. He was laying the groundwork for right hands. But his left hand's damaged Terrence John's right eye. He had his right eye swollen and then bleeding as the fight progressed. And Goodman dropped Terrence John with a counter left cross as Terrence John engaged. I believe it was round 3. TJ was mostly defensive, but on the off chance he tried to leap in with a shot, boom, he got caught with a left cross and dropped. He wasn't hurt, but he did get dropped. Glaring flaws in Goodman, his guard. I don't like the way he holds his guard. His guard is up, but it's not terribly protective. His guard is wide, and his gloves are positioned more near his shoulders and his chin area most of the time instead of protecting his fucking head. And with that, Goodman relies on head movement and pulling back to evade shots versus parrying them with his arms as gloves. But the fact is, those shots still get through. They get through. Whether they're landing or not, they're breaking through the guard. And this was especially noticeable in Goodman's last fight, which I'll elaborate on in a second. When you're allowing shots to get through your guard, whether you have good head movement or not, that's a dangerous-ass trend. And that's a painful pattern against a puncher like my dude, my bruh, my Tomodachi NAOYA Inoue. That's a recipe for a disaster, and it's going to get Sam Goodman KO, frankly. I do like Goodman's activity, as in his punch rate. I do like Goodman's activity, as in this being his third fight of 2024. Stay busy, bruh. That's what you have to do in boxing. Sam Goodman's a very solid, capable tactician, but there's nothing extra about him, athletically or skillfully. Sam Goodman, he seems like a good man. He does. Play on words. Goodman, good man. He seems like a good dude. But as a fighter, he's straight up and down, no special effects. He's basic as fuck. Most recent bout was against Thakthana Luangfan, professionally known as Inoue who Thai fighter who brought 25 wins and 15 KOs to the ring for Goodman's last fight. Goodman was on his back foot primarily in this one. His guard was a little bit higher, but still, my man Warrawut was getting his shots through, and he hit Goodman a lot. Hit him a lot. Took more shots than he should have taken, in my opinion. Speaking of activity, this will be Inoue's 4th fight in 12 months. And he has big fights looming against fighters in weights below him. Now, the featherweight champions are all waiting and anticipating and positioning themselves for Inoue's inevitable move up, moving on up like George and Wheezy. Everybody's waiting on that. But in the meantime, in the interim, it might be wise for Inoue to wait for a Junto Nakatani, for a Jesse. Bam, whoa, bam, bam. Rodriguez, both of which are top 10 pound for pounders. When you got pound for pound motherfuckers around your weight range, why would you be in a hurry to move up where there's no pound for pounders at? There's smoke at featherweight, but there's not as lucrative smoke. The smoke ain't as lucrative. But with that said, and with Bam just now at super flyweight, 115 pounds, 2 divisions south of Inoue, I don't see that fight happening personally. But Junto Nakatani, just 1 division south, and also Japanese, 2025. Nakatani, Inoue is not only doable, it's probable, and for my money, that's the best current fight to make in all of boxing. But that's another video for another time. Goodman versus Inoue, Christmas Eve. Will this be another Paul Butler or TJ Doheny fight for Inoue all over again? Those 2 men just came to get a check, came to survive, and they made for less than scintillating bouts. Or will Sam Goodman, in that wide guard and the lack of athletic and skill wherewithal to hold off Inoue, is his ass grass? Let me know. Subscribe, comment. Remember, sharing is caring. Love tap and or bitch slap that like button for your boy. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.